Emerging from their tunnel, it was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Under. Out. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 24. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch his angle. Check 24. Check 24.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check back. Check back. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Mike spot 4. Watch the flip. Watch the flip. Motion.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now Haskins, third and long, and he's going to go down again.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Looking to throw, Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, Geis. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Second down and goal. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Now 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Wide angle. 55. Watch the back. Watch the back. Switch. Here we go. 46. 47. Switch it. Hey. That's it. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Haskins to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Now Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Complete to Paul Richardson.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Haskins. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Haskins to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 48 to money. You can't hit. He's not going to get me. Hey, alert 3. Go. Check 48 to money.
Now it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive defensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Past the 20. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Ready. Go to base. Check. 66. Bullet. High. 54. You run. Shift. Okay. Watch the shift.
On first down, this is Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Check. Fresno.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Thompson. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
Jalen Smith. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Cowboys.
From the 29, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run with Elliott, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott on first down. It's caught. Cooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go, get out there.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, kill. 47. Kill. Turn up. Tight dog. Tighten up.
Here's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup with his his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Notice
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Too little, Cupcake.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run for it. Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They go down Leon again. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins, and that's complete. It's Sims. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And the first down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, despite the loss here, it was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today, it ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.